I put into Prior's Court all my energy, all my skills, all my contacts that I had from business. And Robert, I think in particular, was worried that I would be there until I retired because he sort of said I was so involved. But I knew, and I had planned, that in 5 years it would be financially freestanding and no longer dependent on me, turning in a slight margin. We don't talk about profit in the charitable world. And I did plan and I did achieve a fairly rapid retirement once the time came. It's not easy because then things start happening that you're not quite as you would like. The governors apparently still use my name in that if they're considering a situation, they will sort of say, well, what do you think about this? And those initial values of the child within the family, of the ambitious aims that pupils would get into some sort of job, market gardening, animal husbandry, cleaning the vegetables in the kitchen, those sorts of jobs, they come up over and over again. What is the mission of this school? Looking back, I suppose I am amazed that it ever happened. It is, well, I always thought it would be my swan song, but I've done some other things since. But there were 3 times in which I just thought I was never, ever going to get this show on the road. Firstly, when the planned relationship with the Higashi school that had originally inspired me broke down. And after all, I didn't know anything about education, neither did any of the original steering group, which preceded the Board of Governors and the trustees. None of us knew anything about education apart from hazy recollections of our own schooling. So the breakdown of that planned link with established educationalists was pretty awful. I'd wanted to use and copy some of their techniques. So what I then did was, well, it was we did, because by that time there was a little team already, was to recruit a trainer from that Higashi school who had left and was, I think, in South America or something like that. And we got her over and decided, well, we'll employ her and get it sort of second hand. But then somehow, after accepting the appointment, she did actually withdraw. And I think probably the Higashi school had sort of said, we have other plans and please don't go there. So there was no link with Higashi and we had to actually learn our own way. We did, but it was a pretty hectic blow. Secondly, when the time came to open the school, we had this vast 55-acre site, buildings, 20-odd staff already engaged, headmaster in position, head of care in position, but paid for by the local authorities, only 2 pupils. So I had this, it was quite disproportionate, and I really thought, should we delay opening and get some more pupils signed up? But my educational consultant, who had been brick all the way through, said, no, if you open now, they put it the other way, if you delay till Christmas, because we opened in September, if you delay till Christmas, there's still only 2 pupils. Open now, and they will come in. So that's in fact what we did. And it did seem, pretty scary, really, because, of course, financing a charity like that is also a question of funding the losses in the initial years, which are considerable. 2 pupils, 22 staff, or something like that. By November, I think we had 5 pupils, and by Christmas we had a full group. And it's really gone on from there. I've always emphasised the need to market, to talk about the school, to make sure that it is leading edge and doing the new things and is also open to visitors from other educational establishments to people coming in to accept that it's a very much a training establishment, that young people will come in and after 18 months, 2 years, will go off to do better jobs in other schools. And today I think we have 59 pupils. Notice, I always try and catch myself. I sort of say we, but it is they have 59 pupils. And I think it's 300 odd staff. Certain things are outsourced, catering is outsourced for one. But the third thing that really hit me in that project was that my son Giles died suddenly in the middle of that project. And basically I lost all momentum for 3 months. And when I got back to visiting and doing anything about it, I was still pretty shaky and pretty vulnerable. The death of a child is unimaginably painful, and it didn't. Well, I mean, the school was established enough at the time. I suppose that somebody else could have finished it. But those were the three things, and nothing goes easily. And it's rather like people sort of say, "Oh, if running a business or setting up a business was so easy, we'd all be millionaires." The fact is, it's pretty difficult, and you have to recover from each setback and make sure that you have a mission and you broke backwards from that to decide what you're going to do next week and what you're going to do today.